Hey guys, just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on in Myanmar. It's been a really tough weeks for everyone in Myanmar as well as people who are outside of the country. It's really hard to put into words how I'm feeling right now. So on February 1st, 2021, Myanmar military detained our legitimate president Wu Win-myint and our state councilor Daw San Suu Kyi as well as their colleagues, alleging that there was voter fraud back in 2020 election. Even though they didn't have any evidence. So the military deposed democratically elected government, and now they're replacing those positions with army generals and officers. And this is not the first time this type of military coup had happened in Myanmar. We were under military dictatorship from 1962 to 2011, but thanks to Daw San Suu Kyi and her colleagues, Burma was on its way for democracy. But that didn't happen overnight. During that 49 years, people had given their lives and spent so many years in prison. For Daw San Suu Kyi, she was not allowed to see her family and she was under house arrest for over 15 years. Right now, it looks like history is going to repeat itself and we're really worried. People in Myanmar has been protesting peacefully for now over a week. People are getting creative at protests to get their message across the world as well as social medias that we do not want military dictatorship. We are encouraging people to stop going to work in government and banks and any other businesses that are run by leaders that are running the military coup right now and to disrupt their incomes and their operations. Right now, military coup leaders are using the same tactic that they used back in 1988 to cause civil unrest and causing fear among the civilians. So this past week, military leader Myanmar, he released 23,000 prisoners, and those prisoners are being dropped off in people's communities. And some prisoners, they're drugged, so they don't know what the hell they're doing or they don't know where they are. And in the past couple of days, those prisoners, as well as soldiers and police, are roaming around the city and in people's community, arresting people who are leading the protest or people who are really outspoken against this military coup. And also those same people, those police, these prisoners, soldiers are setting people's houses on fire in the community, poisoning people's water, and snatching people from their house, literally kidnapping. So now community across the country are forming neighborhood watch type groups to protect their communities from the military, police, and those troublemakers that are sent by the military leaders. The reason the military leaders are doing this is to cause trouble within the communities, and they want to make it seem like the civilians are being violent, and therefore it will give this coup a legitimate reason for this takeover. And right now, people in Myanmar are staying peaceful, and if anyone is caught of creating this civil unrest, they will be conducting, interrogation humanely, of course, and making notes of people who are behind them, and people in Myanmar are now waiting to see what's going to happen within this coming weeks. We hope that United Nations as well as other democratic nations are taking action and also prosecute the military general that are violating the constitution and Myanmar's democratic process. So we're getting smarter and we don't want history to repeat itself, but if necessary we'll use different strategies to protest, because we don't want to go back in a time where we were afraid to speak our mind. We don't want to go back to a time where police can barge into your home for no reason. So all I and the rest of Myanmar people are asking is to pay attention to what's happening in Myanmar. And if you are in US or other democratic countries, make sure your legislators are taking actions on this coup. Spread the word about the situation on social media platforms, and I know that we will get through it. We will do whatever it takes to get back on building a democratic nation for our future generation.